All right, this is kind of a continuation of basically last night. Didn't realize it was going to be this easy, but if you followed along and you have the TAK server set up, that 5.0 TAK server that, best I can tell, reading up on it, was released to the public. I just went as the post or the one link had said and just used any old email address and was able to download that TAK server Docker 5.0 release 29. Anyways, this is something else that I came across, and it is a ATAK CivTAK, like it says, fast and simple server and client. So it is, it does have a server aspect to it, but I was more interested in the client side of it. And let's see if we can get this connected to the TAK server that I set up in the last video. And then additionally, I'm not going to really be able to show it because I don't want to be blurring out a bunch of stuff, but I did add a Python script to it that pulls the GPS location from GPSD, and through the advice of someone else gave some advice that somebody gave me, it just basically updates the GPS location by almost like manipulating the button that's on. I'll show you on the web page here, and updates the location. Anyways, just kind of happens behind the scenes. My main interest in this is probably really the WarDragon, maybe having it in there, and then the Dragon drone. Yeah. So, all right. Anyways, this should be pretty fast, but git clone down this GoATAK, my fork of it, and to build this, let me think. To build this, we need. Just gonna grab it real quick here. We need the Go. I'm at go.dev or slash download. I grab load the tar.gz for AMD 64 in this case. Let's see. So I extracted that, and sorry, I'm just thinking through this. So WarDragon downloads Go. I'm just going. Okay, so let's just sudo copy or even move, I guess. Oh, let's copy. WarDragon downloads Go. Put that in user local. Yeah, should be fine. And you can either do one of two things. You can update your .profile and source that profile, adding the below to that. I only really care about having this temporarily to build this project. So if I paste this into, what is it, Go version, there we go. So if I paste that into my current terminal, Go should be available. And then to build this project, let me see, I think it's just a make. Uh, and there we go. So that was, I mean, can't get any easier than that. Hopefully I didn't go too fast. And then I'm going to copy from one directory up. I had made a Dragon client .yml, and this is pretty much a copy of one of the existing examples that were there. I changed the server address in this case because I'm running it on the same client, or well, the client is the same machine as the server. Port and change that to 8089 SSL. I have nothing else running on 8080, so that's fine. Just change the call sign. I'll show what we got to do, where I got that cert. Actually, I think I showed it in the last video, but that cert we need, and then that password, that ATAK. So if we copy from our tax server folder, if you remember, we built yesterday, let me think, TAC, I think it is, certs, files. Let's just go with the user 1, P12. We'll copy it to the current directory. And if you remember, you won't have to do this if you do the Docker thing right, like I talked about, because I ran it all as sudo. Let's see, so sudo chown dragon. I'm just changing the cert to my current user. Okay, let's see. So with that out of the way, what else we got? We should be able to run the, it's in our dist web client. We'll run the web client. I'm just doing the -H so I remember. Oh, and then config. So you're like, hey, here's the client, here's the cert. Boom, we're connected. So that's running. Let me just minimize some of this other stuff right now. Let's come over here to our metrics dashboard on that 8443. Probably start seeing some network usage, but let's go WebTAC. We can see our Dragon user is connected, and he's going to be like way over here because that's where the default GPS location is. And then if we do, let me see, so if we do nearly the same thing and we go to, oop, not 8,000, and we go to, that was something else I was working on, and we go to 8080, I think it is, not HTTPS. There we go. So there is our client side of things, and I'm not going to be able to show the Python script, but I'll just explain it. So if we go ATAK, you'll notice that there is this GoATAK GPSD, and with DragonOS, I've literally just plugged in a BU353S4 USB GPS, and that comes up under TTY, most likely as TTY USB 0. And if we do a Python 3 GoATAK, you'll see this script is set to where you can change the API IP and port, but I have it, by default connecting localhost and the 8080. And what it's doing is really just manipulating this me button here. And, so I don't know, for example, just pick somewhere. You can see the location updates, and that position update gets over to the actual WebTAC, the actual server. So it's basically updating my client information and my GPS location, which then updates the server side of things. And so anyone else that's connected to the server will see that updated location, which is something I thought would come in handy for maybe having on the Dragon drone or the WarDragon. So anyways, kind of quick. You see there's a client side of things, and then if you jump back over 8443, I think it is, we're back to our server. And I guess I could have set up another server or another client so that you could see this Dragon. I'm going to guess that if another client was connected there, that this messaging part would work okay. You can send messages back and forth. Yeah, anyways, super simple, just showing how to get this open source client side of things set up, because it's, I think, the only open source client that I know of that runs on a Linux. So, all right, have a good one. Have a good 2024 first day. All right.